In 1995, our current director at EFM asked me to do some research on unreached people groups in Southeast Asia. At the very top of the list was the Qashqai. When we presented that to EFM, they let us run with that. But over the last 10 years, we've expanded that ministry to include all of the different people groups in Iran, which are predominantly Persian and Turkic, and then some other minority groups. We didn't know as Americans how we were going to live and work or even reach out to the Qashqai. And again, it was one of those times when God said, don't worry about that, just do what I told you to do. God began to lay on our hearts to pray for a person of peace. And so by the time we got to Amman, Jordan in 1998, that prayer request had been sent out, literally all over the world. And so after about 6 months, we got a phone call from some people with Youth with a Mission in Pune, India, who said, we just got that prayer request. And this young man who's Qashqai, he wants to get to know you people. So since that time, we've been working with him. He's lived in the country, obviously, planted a number of house churches, has had the ability to go out amongst the Qashqai, and the gospel finally has begun to penetrate out there. We have two great needs. One is prayer. When Muslims decide to follow Christ, there are a variety of things that come into play regarding how they're viewed by their families, their friends, their employers. In Iran, it carries the death penalty. We're faced with a lot of different challenges, and we need that spiritual breakthrough. It's happening, but we need more of it. We need more people to be obedient and willing to sacrifice to work with Muslims. That's another way you can help. Recently, we've started a new meeting. We're using an online program. And during one of those sessions, one of the young ladies started asking questions about how she could accept Christ as her Lord and Savior. So we got together with her in person and were able to share with her. And then she decided that she wanted to accept Christ. And then she wanted to get baptized. And so we ended up baptizing her in one of our pastor's hot tubs. I'd like to say thank you. Without you, we couldn't do what God has called us to do. God's love and grace and mercy carries us all through some very challenging times as well as the good times.